Lucasfilm Games. What's going on? What does it mean? Let's talk about what it means for the future of Star Wars and also what it means for Indiana Jones. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all the things. You know what to do. Lucasfilm Games got relaunched, announced. It's new. It's been a thing for quite some time, actually. But it seems like they're having a new focus on what the future of Lucasfilm Games is going to be. So all the games that use Lucasfilm's licenses, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, they've actually got quite a few back catalog as well of different licenses. So it's not new at all, but it's actually pretty big for Star Wars if you look at it from a certain point of view.
But please know it's all true from a certain point of view.
Does this mean we're getting a Battlefront 3? Hopefully we do in the future, but I don't think this is a reason that you can point to that we'll be getting a Battlefront 3. Would be awesome. But what I see this as is a refocus for Lucasfilm on expanding the offerings that they have for video games. We now have a new hub with @Lucasfilm Games on Twitter and Facebook to follow, so that's good. So that we've got a focus there. That those accounts have been there but have been inactive for quite some time. So we've got a new focus on there. Hopefully, what this means is going forward, we see a broader range of video games offered for us and our favorite IPs. I hope so. I hope when EA loses the license or the exclusivity license, they continue to make Star Wars games, but no longer under an exclusivity license. So other games like Bethesda could be able to make Star Wars games. I think that would be fantastic. And this is where it gets pretty interesting, to me at least, as we see Lucasfilm Games, we get announced yesterday as I'm recording this and as it should be released. We see it announced yesterday. And then today, Bethesda announced that one of their studios is actually developing an Indiana Jones game. Obviously, it looks to be quite some time before that comes out. I saw Bespin Bulletin on Twitter. Doable. Which do you think will come out first? The Indiana Jones movie or the Indiana Jones game? And I think what would be amazing is if they come out the same year. I would expect we won't see anything from Indiana Jones, the game, until probably like 2023 or so. Maybe. But that's cool. Like, that's awesome. It's something for us to look forward to. This is something that I would love to see the Star Wars license do, is EA say, hey, look, this is one of the games that we're doing. Maybe it's KOTOR 3. Maybe it's some new IP like Squadrons was. I would love to see, like, maybe they don't even announce it. Maybe they just say, hey, we've got Jedi Fallen Order 2 coming out in 2022. We've got three more Star Wars games coming out that will span the time period until 2023. But I would love to see that. It would be super cool to me to see the license be expanded. The strength of Lucasfilm and LucasArts back in the early 2000s was the fact that there was no one publishing company that had exclusivity licenses for Star Wars games. Obviously, that means that some of the Star Wars games weren't great, but other games were fantastic. The original Battlefront series, fantastic games. Republic Commando, which we've been playing on stream. Stay tuned for that. We will continue that series. We stream every Saturday at usually around 12 p.m. MST. So stay tuned for that. But as we're going through that game is solid. And it was developed by a different company than the people that developed Battlefront. And when you have multiple companies working on a single license, we're going to get more content. And competition is so much better for us, the gamers. So Hopefully, when EA loses the exclusivity, they continue to make games, but also other companies do, and they can apply for the license to be used by a game-by-game basis. Hopefully, let's get that. I think that would be one of the best case scenarios for us, for the gamers. And stay tuned, subscribe, because in a future video, we'll be talking about what I want a Battlefront 3 to be and why I don't want DICE to make it. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming soon. The more games, the better. Since EA got the license in 2013, we've had Battlefront 2015, Battlefront 2 2017, Jedi Fallen Order, and Squadron. So we've had 4 games, and then Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes with the companion app for Battlefront 2015. So we've gotten those games. Those are the games that we've gotten since EA's had the license since 2013. That is a total of 4 games in the span of 8 years. 2 years per game. If you average that out, it's a game every 2 years. Now on the horizon, we've got we had Squadrons in 2020. We're having Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga in 2021, later this spring. And then 2022, as far as we know, Jedi Fallen Order 2. So that's 3 years consecutive Star Wars games. Hopefully we get that. Like if the license got opened up, I think we could see 2 to 3 Star Wars games a year, which would be amazing. Obviously, not all of them are huge, massive AAA games. I don't want them to be all canon either. I would love to see Heroes versus Villains a game, like just Heroes versus Villains. They would be able to balance the characters out so well, so you don't have to make them all on the same level. You can really get the rock, paper, scissors mechanic that they were trying to achieve with Battlefront 2. You can get that really well done. You don't have to tune and balance the heroes for trooper gameplay. You can actually just balance them for the other heroes. So I would love to see that. But I think we have a bright future for Star Wars games. Hopefully we will eventually get a Battlefront 3. I don't see that happening until maybe 2023. DICE has ramped up the production on Battlefield 6. They've put all of their efforts into that, and I think that's true. I will get to that in a later video, so stay tuned. But yeah, Lucasfilm Games, it's not really news, but it is a restructuring inside and how Lucasfilm approaches games. So hopefully it's good news. Hopefully it opens up. I'm excited anyway. Thank you all for watching. May the Force be with you. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, dislike, comment, all the things. Let me know what kind of Star Wars games that you would love to see in the comments below. We'll see you next time. 2021, big things are happening. Let's rock and roll. Goodness gracious.